Welcome everybody to Rusty Money Gaming here on YouTube, a place where we gather in the barn house for challenges, live streams, let's plays, and more. So I hope you will sit back, relax, and enjoy this next creation by myself, Rusty Money. Welcome everybody. It's Rusty Money here, and we are here on Calm Lands by erShaba for Farming Simulator 22 here on PlayStation 5. We're going to take on another challenge that was created by another YouTube content creator known as Krustoo. And there's a couple of other channels also doing this challenge, which are Northern Farm Sim, and I believe GamingJoy is considering taking on this challenge. In each of these episodes, in the video description, I will share all of their links so you can see their side to this challenge. So this was created by Krustoo. It is a 200 horsepower challenge, which basically you are to operate and progress farming here on calm lands with 200 horsepower across the board in all equipment. So, to start off, you play this challenge with $250,000 is what you start with, and your settings are your choice. It's recommended to play easy economy, but that is up to you. And then you can also what am I trying to say? You can do this whatever way you wish in regards to the economy, but it's recommended easy economy. Now, you cannot have loans, you can't lease anything, and it's recommended to play 1 day season or 1 day without seasons, and the rest of the settings are your choice. So we'll just go into that right now. And here we are. You can see I have it labeled 200 horsepower challenge. We're at half speed right now while we begin this. I am going to do my economic difficulty at normal, and I'll explain as to why here shortly. And then you can see I have all the appropriate settings there. No seasons, 1 day per month. And I'm going to run crop destruction off, plowing on, fieldstone on, lime on, and weeds off. And the rest of it is your choice. Now, I'm playing this via multiplayer mode because on PC, people can use mods that give free landscaping, and we have to utilize that $250,000 at our start to buy our starting plot. And it just happens to be that my plot is on a hillside, and so I want to give myself a different avenue to a challenge here that I've never used before, which is free money to landscape, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So, with that said, you will see here that I have two farm accounts. One is called Rusty's and the other one is called Calmlands Bank. And I need to give a couple of shout outs here. I struggled with this on Saturday to try and create my first episode and a start, and ran into some issues. And with the help from some people in my Discord, like MB Farming and GamingJoy and Towboat Fish and Dust Bunny, and hopefully I'm not leaving anybody else out, but um, thank you all for your insight to suggestions as to what we could do to maybe fix this. And thanks to Dust Bunny for reminding me that we could try and operate this by transferring money, which hopefully will dodge me having to lease and return all the time and place down a government sign. As you will see here, the Calmlands Bank has 2.9 million, and I actually was able to get my starting money to exactly $250,000 by way of this form here. So if we go to this here, you can see farm management, and you can see here transfer money to farm. So if we click on that, now we can transfer money, and you can set it to basically about the exact amount that you want transferred, and it will subtract it off. So I got lucky and was able to subtract the money away from Rusty's farm and transfer it over to Calmlands Bank. So we are at a even $250,000 to start here. And so what I'm going to do when it comes to the point where I want to landscape out an area to place items, I will be transferring money from Calmlands Bank to Rusty's farm. But before I do so, I will write down the amount of money that we had prior to transferring the landscape money to do the landscaping. And then whatever I have not used, I will try and transfer for most of that back to the Calmlands Bank. Or I should say even maybe plus more than what I need to. And the reason I'm running normal economy instead of easy economy is because of the way that I'm going to run this here by doing this method of operation. Now, in all of my challenges I've ever done in FS19 or FS22, I've never really done anything with government subsidy signs to give me free money to landscape things out and utilize that money in a challenge. The only one I can think of where we did was a challenge that was called the was a challenge on No Man's Land, the Build It challenge on No Man's Land for FS22. That was the only one where we utilized any government signs, but that was part of the challenge actually. So, yeah, I just think it's going to be a different and unique way to progress through this. And the other side to what I feel Krustoo was really wanting to see here is how people start with their $250,000 and progress forward by operating a farm with only 200 horsepower or less. So the way I feel this is, it's a little bit on the creativity side. It's all about seeing how others build their farm, what sheds they use, what equipment they use, what productions they end up buying based off of many things. The money that they have at the time, the amount of space that they have at the time to place their placeables, the formation of their land, just it's endless. But that's what intrigued me to take on this challenge, and I've done a challenge on this map before. It was a challenge I called the Baker's Dozen, which we had to make donuts. But we're back here again because I want to challenge myself to this map, and after some help with my great community and the people in my Discord, we have figured out some things to hopefully avoid some issues. Now, let's go in and we'll show you the land we're going to buy. So, after numerous posts in my YouTube community page, and my Facebook group called Farming Simulator Challenges, and asking my kids a couple of questions about numbers. Everything was narrowed down to plot 13 and plot 33, which is right here, and plot 13 is up here. Well, we narrowed it down to those two numbers, but I did a twist. As if you hit farmland button L3 here on PlayStation 5, those numbers transition into different numbers. So 13 goes to 9 and 33 goes to 48 down here. So what I'm gonna do based off of the poll winning number, which was using 33 right here. So basically the plot itself was 48, and that transitioned into 33. And then you see here 13 goes to 9, but 7 goes to 13. So we almost ended up having to start over here on this little piece of land as well. So we are going to be going here, which won the poll, number 48 to 33. So we're going to buy this piece of land. And you can see here that this green color represents Rusty, and this blue color represents Calmlands Bank. I can't utilize that land. It's just got some government signs up here in the trees that will continue to earn money for a while. Okay, now it's time to buy our equipment, everybody. So give me a second. Alright, well, welcome back, everybody. Well, we have our starting kit. I have been wanting to use this little Dutes D06 tractor for this series for quite a while. There is a certain tractor that we'll be upgrading this Dutes to later, hopefully. So you'll want to stick around to see what that is. There's only one other person that knows what the upgrade to this tractor will be. And then we've got a front loader, and we've got a blade for our tractor, and a bag lifter to lift logs. Now, the other thing about this challenge is staying away from unrealistic mods. So, unrealistic capacities mainly, and unrealistic horsepower. Now, some people may consider this unrealistic, but I have struggled trying to get this video out numerous times, and I'm just gonna load the logs with the bag lifter on this first go. There's not too many I have to do, so once I get them loaded, I'm probably gonna just sell that because we won't have trees for a while. Then we gotta wait for a tractor, a loading wagon, a mower, and this little neat setup here. Thanks to Towboat for testing out this trailer for me while I worked on some other things, and our little unit to pull our log trailer. This has got an even 200 horsepower, so we're not over on the horsepower. An even 200 horsepower there. So that is our kit. We still have $27,796 left to utilize. And we started with 70,000 some before we started buying all of this equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this moved down to the farm. But before I do that, I'm going to show you one other thing I've done here. And that is this. So if we go up here into the drone, we can scroll this way. Now, before I started any of this, I used the Calm Lands Bank to buy these two properties here, number 44 and I believe 45, and just painted in a little conjunction road here, or I don't know if you'd say conjunction, not even sure where I came up with that word, but developed a little bit of a road, as you can develop roads and still sell the property. So put a road in there just to connect up to the store instead of having to drive across the land and feeling, you know, like like we're out in the middle of nowhere. So at least we have a trail to follow. So I'm going to go ahead, get this all moved down to my property, and we'll be back with you shortly. Alright, welcome back, everybody. Well, we are down at our plot with all of our equipment so far. And as you saw, we still have our $27,796, but this is what our plot looks like. So our plot is a little corner of trees. I'm not sure how many, I can't quite remember, like 10 or 12 trees. And then I've mowed the boundary, so if you see it here, it goes all the way over here to this corner, and then goes down the hill. And this is a good picture right here, or a good view right here, to just show you just how much of a slope on the side of this hill we are on. We don't have any part of it flat. Maybe where the trees are is about the flattest, and over in the other corner where I've started to mow. So we're going to go on over here and show you this. So then our property goes over to that tree area right there. And then that is what that looks like. I've gotten this area right here mowed and a full loading wagon full of grass. But now what I want to do is we are going to transfer some money, as I want to put down a little bit of a campsite and how I want to make silage. So we will go into here and we will transfer to Calmlands Bank. We don't want to do that. We want to transfer to Rusty's. So let's get out of that and let's jump over to Calmlands Bank. Okay, now we'll go up over here and we will transfer to Rusty's. Okay, now let's just be careful about this so we don't drain our money. So right now we have $27,796. I'm just going to transfer $100 to show you. So let's decrease all of this here. Decrease that, decrease that, and it'll count all the way down there. Okay, now let's go $100. And our account should then say 27,896. So let's see if that works. Okay, so we are 27,896. Okay, let's transfer some more money so we can do landscaping, and let's go with about 200. We're probably gonna need more than that. We're gonna go 200,000. We're gonna make it even. Let's drop off that 100 and let's transfer that. Okay, now we're gonna have to watch our money here. So let's go into, oops, we got to go into Rusty's farm now. So we want to switch back. And now we want to landscape. So I'm going to try and do this in a little bit of a time lapse, everybody. So let's see if I can get this to work out for you. Alright, welcome back everybody. Well, as you could see there, hopefully, if the time lapse worked out, if it didn't, it's a jump cut. And this is what it looks like for right now. Utilizing some landscaping money. This dirt access road here, that might change. I'm not sure if that's where I want it. That's just where I put it right now. But I lowered the money, transferred the money back to the bank, so we got 27,700. And before we did all that, we had $27,796. So we lost $96, no big deal. But now I want to buy a couple of things, so let's get to it. First off, we are going to put down a fermenting silo. I wanted to use a silage bunker, but I think we are going to go ahead and just use a fermenting silo for now because I want to have fun here. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to use the old reliable and put in this here Hessian farm silo, fermenter silo. And we will put it about, actually, you know, we might put it over here. Yeah, let's put it over here. That'll be perfect. Okay, there's that. And then we're going to put down our farmhouse. So let's go to buildings and farmhouses. We're going to go for El Cheapo. And we're going to get just a tent for now. And I kind of want... we could have a tree break there. Let's just put it right here. Gosh, if we faced it the other direction, we could have a nice view, but we'll put it right here. Get it back in there as much as we can. Alright, there is our tent. Now we have $12,198, and I think we'll leave that like that for now. I'd like to get a shed, but I think we'll wait. So now I'm gonna revert money back, input some money here, everybody, and we are going to decorate this out a little bit. So let's transfer some more money. All right, well, there we go. Now we are going to do a little landscaping painting here. So I'm going to jump cut this part of it, everybody, and we'll be back with you. Well, welcome back, everybody, down here at the farm. And you know, I've been thinking while I was logging out this small little piece of forest area here that I think I'll call this Hillside Farms. So, welcome back everybody to Hillside Farms in the Calmlands 200 horsepower challenge. So, we're gonna hop on our old Dutes Far tractor here, our old Dutes D06, and we're gonna cut out our stumps. We have a trailer of logs that we can go sell. It's got about 3.5 trees on it, I think, approximately from here. And then we also are going to save some trees. So I have a pile of logs down there by my tent. We'll show you. And I think it was like about 4.5 trees. And what I mean by half is smaller tree, or I took a log from one of the big trees and put on the trailer to go sell. Alright, so I think we have, we almost have our stumps all cut here. This one is being a little, there we go. There, now we got our stumps cut. I also have mowed and windrowed some grass here, you can see. So we got grass to pick up. I've also done some more mowing down here. Need to windrow. I also windrowed around the outer edge of my plot area and picked up some of that grass. So we have a little bit more grass now in our fermenting silo. Well, we can show you that, but let's go up here to our little farmyard. You can see our little pile of logs there. Not too many logs. Let's go ahead and get rid of our blade right now. We're gonna put that down, and we are gonna get rid of the front loader. Don't think we need the front loader right at this moment, so let's put that down. And we will show you what we have here in the fermenting silo as we go hook up to our loading wagon now. So, a little bit of this will be played off camera, everybody, and then also recorded, maybe occasionally live streamed, we'll see. But with that said, let's take a look at what's in the fermenting silo right now. And in it, we've got 43,785 liters of grass still fermenting, and we already got 10,666 liters of silage. All right, so let's go ahead and get some more grass picked up here. So the other thing, if I haven't mentioned it yet, is we need to use, or I'm going to try and challenge myself to use some mods that I've never used before or have not used very much. We also are going to try and use some different productions that I've never used either, as well as animal pens and buildings for our farmyard. I'm also going to try, and I want to be kind of like a progressive farmer, if you will. I almost thought about calling this a progressive pioneer, but I didn't do that as I didn't have enough money, number one, to put down the pioneer tent. I had to put that little $500 tent down. The pioneer tent looks a little bit different, and it's actually called Pioneer. But so I decided not to call it Progressive Pioneer, but still, we're here on what I'm going to call Hillside Farms, and we're being a progressive farmer. We're kind of starting from a little of nothing, and we've got to build up by only using a selected strategy, or selected, what do I want to say? A selected group of machines that are 200 horsepower or less. There we go. Sometimes my words don't make sense. Sometimes maybe I should just be quiet. But yeah. So we're gonna get some grass picked up here. We need to go up and sell that load of logs, which we're gonna do now. We're gonna go ahead and stick this load of grass in our fermenting silo. So let's do that, and then we will go sell a load of logs. So this will be another almost 13,000 liters in there, 12,685 liters in the fermenter. So we'll dump this out. And we will then go and sell a load of logs. So let's put this up here at the top side of this other windrow, and we'll get that picked up here later, probably off camera. We'll go and sell our load of logs, see what we get. There is a couple of things I'm considering buying. We'll see what happens. I'm going to hang on to the other load of logs that are piled down by the tent. We're going to hang on to those. I ain't going to sell them for right now. We'll hang on to them. I'm going to go ahead and put this front loader on the tractor here to be prepared for possibly some purchases here in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and get that, and then we will also put our weight on. And maybe it would make sense to pull the load of logs up with the tractor, but it's kind of a heavy load. So we're going to go ahead and use our little buggy and go sell these and come back. So let's go up to the sawmill and see what we get for these logs. So we'll see you up at the sawmill, everybody. Alright, well here we are. Let's get these logs sold. $3,136. See what else we get here. Whoops. Another 1,990. Okay, this should be the remaining amount. Oh, a little bit more. Looks like. Let's adjust this little log here. Get him up over. Whoa. Get that little one over there. There we go. Now maybe it'll sell. There we go. Alright, we got $17,299. Alright, just because I want to be able to get a few things other into this episode recording, and we're about running out of time. I'm going to go ahead and jump cut down to the store, everybody. I'm going to buy a couple of things, but I'm going to show you that once we get it moved down to the farm. Welcome back, everybody. Well, let's take a look at what we got. You know, when we sold those logs, we had our money up to $17,000, and now it's all the way down to $1,565. So let's take a look at what we have. What we have is a big pallet of fertilizer, a 5,000 liter pallet of fertilizer. We got 3 big bags of seed, and we got 5 bags of lime. Plus, I re-customized this log trailer to a bale trailer. That didn't cost nothing. Then we got this tipper trailer here for a little over $3,000. And then we have ourselves a potato planter. Yeah, that's right. We're going to put potatoes in the ground. We got ourselves a little cultivator and a fertilizer lime spreader right there. But now what we're going to do is we need a little bit of money. We need a little cushion. So whatever I got in that silo right now, I'm going to see if we can go sell some silage. We only got $1,565 right now. I do know that we have these logs here that we could sell, but I want to keep those logs for right now. So let's load up a trailer of silage. Grass, 49,946 liters. We want silage. There's 17,000 liters in there already. So we get a full trailer load. Let's see where it's selling at. Silage is selling the best at the animal dealer. $361 a liter. Alright, well, let's fire up the old buggy and let's take off for the animal dealer. Now you're probably all wondering, why in the world do I have my bale trailer hooked up to my buggy and then the bale trailer to our tipper trailer? Well, that's because the tipper trailer will connect to the bale trailer, but the tipper trailer won't connect to my buggy. So we're taking advantage of what we got here. A little bit of train hauling, if you will. So let's go sell this load of silage. We will see you up there, everybody. Alright, here we go. Let's dump this silage. Getting a little bit of money there. Just a little bit. We won't make a lot, but every little bit will help. So that's a little bit better. $4,123. Alright, I'm happy with that. We've now got $5,688 to progress with, or to be a little bit more comfortable. Alright, we're gonna head on down to the farm, everybody, and we'll see you there as I discuss what we're gonna do. Welcome back, everybody. Well, I spent a little bit more money. We put down ourselves a little toolbox mod here. So now we only got $4,938, but we need to hop back on the old tractor. And we need to get busy with picking up some more grass and getting it in our fermenting silo. We also need to get this property all mowed and put in the fermenting silo. I want to get a little field plowed in for our future crop of potatoes. Might help if we take the weight off. Let's just drop the weight right here for right now. So yeah, I want to get a little field plowed in for potatoes, but we got grass to pick up, and we are at the end of our recording time, everybody. We are going to be cutting it really close. Hopefully this makes it all in. But if you've enjoyed this episode, I would appreciate you drop me a donut on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by all you people as a delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all your friends and family by sharing the videos and live streams from the channel. But for myself, RustyMoney, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one. And on another note, everybody, I really would like to hear some comments about what we've done here. If there's any equipment or production mods you would like to see me progress with, put it in the comments. I'm willing to try some other new things. There is a certain tractor we will be upgrading to, but I'm going to play a little bit off camera, get some grass cut, put in this fermenting silo, and we will see you in the next episode, everybody. Have a good one.
PlayStation